Hello everyone, it's me Kat and today is day 17. Yes, today is day 17 and I am getting more and more proud of myself every day. It's still not easy, there's still a challenge, and it's probably going to take me many months that I will be battling it because sugar addiction is different. You still eat and you go on Facebook and there's a delicious chocolate cake. You go on Instagram and there's this new slab of chocolate that's being advertised. It is difficult because it's always in your face. But it's not impossible. And every day that I make through it, every day I believe more in myself and I know I can do it. It's kind of like the first couple of days you don't know if you can do it and it feels impossible and it's not worth it and blah 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 blah, and then it goes on. But the more you show yourself you can do it, the more you believe you can and will do it, and the easier it gets. I don't think it will ever be easy, but it will get easier. Just like scars in life, it stops hurting, but the memory is still there. So that's pretty much how it is. Today I wanted to touch on body dysmorphia. For those of you who don't know, body dysmorphia can plague men or women. It's basically when the way you see yourself physically is not the way you look. So a obvious or general case is basically when you look in the mirror and you see yourself as fat or oversized, when meantime you are not. There are people who become generally anorexic for this reason because they can weigh absolutely nothing and have absolutely no muscle or fat on their body, and they look in the mirror and they see themselves as fat. And you get people who have this a little bit, so it's generally different levels. You can have it a bit, you can have it a lot. I myself experience it. I won't say that I experience it to such a degree that I would become bulimic. Physically, I cannot. I've tried, but my body doesn't like it. And anorexic, I just loved food too much. So I would never be able to starve myself for a long period of time. But I do experience it. Often I have days where I look in the mirror and I see myself as fat, or I'll be in a picture or a video and I see myself as fat. I've experienced this most of my life and it's been annoying to everyone around me because I'll say things like, oh, I'm so fat, and they'll be like, no, you're not. And I'll be like, but you're lying to me, I can physically see I'm fat. But anyway, it is better. Not because my body dysmorphia has gone away, but because the way I handle it is different. Number one, I used to focus on being skinny. I wanted to be skinny like a runway model, where over the years it's changed, especially this year, it's become more I want to build muscle and be healthy, because I'll look at not necessarily bodybuilders, but I'll look at bikini contests or things like that, and these girls have muscles. They weigh a lot, but they have muscles, and to get that you have to be healthy. Not that, there might be some unhealthy ways to build muscle, like taking steroids, but generally it's associated with a pretty healthy lifestyle. No one becomes healthy anorexic, if that makes sense. So yes, I have changed my mind from wanting to be skinny and anorexic to wanting to be muscular and toned. So because of that, I now look at my body a little bit different. But what I wanted to say as a tip, for example, if you do suffer from body dysmorphia, whether it's a lot or a little bit, and you are dieting and exercising, the worst thing is after a meal, after a bit of exercise, you want to look in the mirror and instantly see results. And we're all like that. Come on, it's one of those things. You have to work so hard and long for months and weeks before you see any results, and it feels like it's just such sacrifices you have to give up every day. So you want to see a little bit of improvement all the time, which doesn't happen, and then you get discouraged and then you want to give up, or you do give up. My advice to you is try and not look in the mirror every day. If you have to look in the mirror, okay, look at your face. But for example, for me, when I'm naked is when I want to look in the mirror, and then I can see everything, or in my underwear. So try and look in the mirror, maybe set it, a number of days every week, or 2 weeks, or 10 days, or 15 days, so that you give your body a little bit more time, so that if you are exercising or dieting, changes can happen. Looking in the mirror after doing 10 crunches ab exercises and looking in the mirror and expecting to see abs and then being disappointed is not going to help you. I know, I've been there, I've done it, I kind of still do it. So what I'm trying to do is look in the mirror less frequently, especially when naked, to give my body a chance to see results. And also, if you're in a bad mood, if your self-esteem is lower than usual, if you're feeling like everything you see or do you are perceiving in a more negative way, don't look in the mirror. Because you know what you're going to do? You're going to look at yourself, you're going to nitpick, you're going to say the wrong things to yourself, and you're going to feel worse. But when you're in a good mood and you look in the mirror, what you see, you can change the way you look at it. For example, you're in a good mood, you look in the mirror. Yeah, you don't have the body you want. Yeah, maybe you got a bit fat, yeah, you got a chub, whatever. You can say, you know what? Yeah, maybe I don't look like the way I want to look, but I'm working on getting there, or I'm going to work on getting there, or that's the goal and I will put into action to get there. It's okay. Still love you. We'll get there. This won't be forever. So that's looking at something that makes you feel negative, but you're in the right mindset to go, this is how I'm going to treat myself. Okay? Because you're like, oh man, maybe I don't look good, but I feel good, and that's important, and I will look as good as I want to look eventually. And that's what it's all about. Remember, perception. So when you're feeling ugly, when you're feeling low, don't look in the mirror. You're going to make yourself feel worse. Okay? Alright, it is Saturday evening. I hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. And if you have any challenges, whether it's giving up sugar or having a drinking problem, or your girlfriend broke your heart, or whatever the problem is that is heavy on your heart, I hope you can get through it. I hope you have love and support, and just know you're not alone as you might feel, because I know they are not. I feel extremely alone. You have to tell yourself you aren't alone. There are people you can talk to, okay? And do that. Talk to them. You're not bothering them. They aren't irritated by you. They love you, and they would rather have you talk to them about how you feel than not, and something happens. Okay, everyone, have a great evening. Bye.